Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my garden. It's kind of an overcast day on August 6th in Hilo, Hawaii, in Zone 12B. I want to take you on a quick tour of my garden, show you what I got growing on. All right, stay tuned. All right, thanks for joining me back in my garden this morning. Just want to show you what I got growing on. Got a bunch of tomatoes growing. I got some Manoa lettuce. I only successfully grew Chinese cabbage one time. I tried planting at least 3 more times. Never been successful. It'd be totally devoured by snails. And this time I tried planting it in this metal raised grow bed, and it's doing much, much better. It's about ready to start heading up here. I also harvested my radishes. I had 2 rows of radishes right here, and that just those 2 rows gave me about 3 pounds of radishes. So I'm gonna pickle them later today. This is my sun gold tomato right here. I got a sunflower right here. Here's a sunflower that already opened. Here I have some dahlia bulbs that I bought from San Diego Seed Company. They're just starting to sprout. And then I have a bunch of dwarf tomatoes that I planted in these 5-gallon grow bags, which honestly, these are the only things that I purchased this year from Amazon Prime was $5 5-gallon grow bags. So I have different dwarf tomatoes right here, most of which I'm growing for the first time. This is Pico's Pride. Look at this beautiful variegated leaf. And this is Dwarf Beauty King. This is Noah's Stripes. This is Mocha's Cherry. And I have 2 Rosella Purples right here. These are the dwarf versions of Cherokee Purple. And here's the Cherokee Purple. This is the first time I'm growing it as well as Claseluto Genovese. And then here I have 2 more Paul Robesons. And I have Amish paste right here. I've grown San Marzanos in the past, but I just want to try out this Amish paste tomato. It's got a bunch of flowers. They're supposed to be a more meatier paste tomato, so we'll see. And then here I have my string beans that I succession planted. They're just starting to crawl up the trellis here. So we'll probably have beans again in a month or so. Here we have a couple more dwarf tomatoes. This one at the end here is Uluru Ochre, which is a yellowish color tomato. And then this tomato right here, this is the Beastly family tomato, F2 generation. I'm growing it out for the dwarf tomato project. It's supposed to be a heart-shaped tomato, yellow with stripes. And so I have quite a few fruit that are setting. And so we'll see how that goes. And then here I have a couple of eggplants. This is a Black Beauty eggplant, European round style eggplant. These 2 are Asian eggplants. This is a purple long eggplant right here. And this one is a Kudume long. This eggplant has been growing since last summer. And I have bitter melon here. And check out my zinnias. They're all starting to bloom. I got lots of buds popping up, and so I'll start cutting them. Like I'll deadhead this one right here so that 2 more new shoots will come out right there, and I'll have a bushier zinnia plant with more flowers. But check out this Queen Lime zinnia. I mean, that is just so pretty. And then check out in here. I didn't know where, I had 1 more dahlia bulb. I didn't know where to put it, so I just stuck it in this flower pot right here. And right here, it's coming up. This is the Marta. It's red and yellow dahlia. Then in this grow bed right here, I have my shishito peppers. These again are just 2 pepper plants that I grew from last summer. I just trimmed them back, and it came back in full force this year. Tons of shishito pepper harvests. This right here is my gochujang peppers. There are these green peppers right here. They're used to make gochujang sauce, gochugaru pepper flakes. You can pick them at any stage. You can pick them green like this, or I wait until they're red like this because I want to dehydrate them and make pepper flakes. But instead, I am going to pick these and I'm going to try to make some homemade sriracha with this, because they usually use red jalapeno peppers. These are the peppers I have, so I'm gonna try and make some sriracha sauce because I had to be the only person. I didn't know there was a sriracha shortage. I went to try and buy some sriracha a few weeks ago and was shocked to find that I can't find sriracha anywhere. And so I'm gonna try and make my own sriracha. I saw two different recipes, one for a fermented style sriracha and one not fermented. And then this right here is my corn. I only have 4 stalks of corn. This whole section right here was planted with corn, and they all just flopped over and ended up dying. So I pulled them out yesterday and reset it, planted new corn seeds there again, and we'll see what happens. This is Brew Baker number 9 that I got from Hawaii Seed Savers Exchange. It's a variety of corn that's bred for Hawaii. So I'm not really sure what happened, but I reset the seeds, see if it grows. Okay, and then over in this bed right here, I have a cash machine zucchini. And this variety is a compact zucchini variety. It doesn't get super big and wild. You could actually grow it in a grow bag or in a pot. I grow it in ground, but this variety right here is the only variety that I've ever successfully grown in my microclimate. For some reason, zucchini doesn't do well in Kaumana, but this one does. And so here I have a little zucchini growing, and you can eat the flower. You could eat them at this stage with the little zucchini attached to them, or you can wait for them to mature and get to 7 inches. And right here I have some beets, which I love to grow. And then I have this kabocha squash right here, and it is taken off under the Puakinikini tree. The only thing about this kabocha squash is it doesn't have any female flowers yet. I only see male flowers, and you can tell the male flowers because they have the skinny stem. A female flower will have a little pumpkin right here at the base, and once it gets pollinated, then the pumpkin will start to grow really quickly. And here's a fun fact: if you have, say, only female flowers on your zucchini plant and you have only male flowers on your kabocha plant, you can actually use the kabocha flower to pollinate the female flower of the zucchini. Zucchinis don't need to be pollinated specifically by zucchini flowers. You can actually take a kabocha flower and pollinate the zucchini if you needed to. As long as they are in the same family, the zucchini will be pollinated and you'll get your little zucchini. Here I have another zucchini plant. Why I have 2, I have no idea. 1 zucchini plant for anyone who's grown zucchini is more than enough for a family. Here's a little zucchini plant. And then I have a butternut squash that I am training to go up this trellis. And then this right here is my unagi cucumbers. This is the first time I'm growing this variety. It's supposed to be a very prolific cucumber variety, and just like its name, it produces these skinny, long Asian style cucumbers, hence the name unagi, which means eel in Japanese. I have 2 other cucumber plants right here. I'm not sure, they might be overpowered by this unagi, but this is a garden sweet pepino cucumber right here. A free seed from San Diego Seed Company, so I'm growing it out. And then this is celery plant. It's only 3 celery plants, but check it out. This right here is my garden cat Archie, who loves to hang out in the garden. This right here is my crimson sweet watermelon that I let grow on this trellis. I got it from Home Depot, and with it came this volunteer tomato plant. So I planted it, and it is producing these pear-shaped tomatoes, which may be yellow or it may be red. I'm not sure. I don't know what variety this is. It just came in the pot with the watermelon, and so I decided to grow it, but it's got fruit all the way up. So we'll see what it turns out to be. And this right here is my tomatillo, which has lots of flowers and no fruit. So we'll see what happens. My watermelon plant, I've got a watermelon here. I think it was pollinated. My first watermelon down here has already been stung. It's got a wormhole right there. Another one right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and break this off. I have a couple more tomatillo plants because you need more than one tomatillo plant for it to set fruit. So we'll see. This is a green tomatillo. You can make salsa verde with it, chile verde. And this is amarilla tomatillo. This is my mini love watermelon. This is another container variety. It's a small plant, and I have one watermelon right there and one watermelon right there. Both of these watermelons I hand pollinated. This watermelon is supposed to produce 3 to 4 pound refrigerator size watermelons. So we'll see how it goes. All right, and one last thing I want to show you my this is my trifecta citrus tree. Here is my Myers lemons that I grafted on last year on Valentine's Day. I probably need to prop this up because these are really heavy. One of the branches broke right there, because this is just too heavy. It's got about a dozen Myers lemons on this one side of the tree, and it's growing out from the rootstock right here. This is the Myers lemon. This side right here is an orange tree, and I have about a dozen oranges here. I had to prop this side up too because it's really heavy. And then right here, I just grafted on earlier in June. This is a lime right here. And I did have a shoot coming out right here, but it dried up and fell off, and so I'm not really sure what's happening there. So the scion is still green, and so it's still viable, and so we'll just wait for more leaves to pop out. Hopefully they do. Thanks for joining me in the garden today. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. And if you like what you saw, please hit that like button, and please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. All right, have a great day. Take care, everybody, and keep on growing.